Hola amigos, this is Level 12 and today is the first day of October, which is my most favorite month, not only because my birthday is in this month, but also because my favorite holiday is in this month, Halloween! So, in the spirit of Halloween, I will try to do as many Halloween themed videos as I can up until October 31st, in which I will be handing out candy this year. Because I have not been able to do that up until now, because I moved. Anyways, so today's video will be about technically 3 animes of what you should be watching this Halloween. Now, I have seen a lot of horror anime, so I thought these 2 picks will be not just something... I always find it better when a horror movie is more creepy than gory, because I'm not scared of gore. I'm scared of something that might be lurking under my bed or crawling on the floor, more so than I am of gore. So let's begin. First is Jigoku Shoujo seasons 1 and 2. There's a 3rd season, and I heard rumor there was a 4th season coming out, but I think that time frame in which it was supposed to be coming out has passed, so I'm gonna say the 4th season isn't out yet. So the episode count for both seasons are 26. The genre for both seasons are horror and mystery. The My Anime List rating for the first season is 7.76, and I gave it a 6. My Anime List rating for season 2 is 8.06, and my rating for season 2 is 8. Now, what Jigoku Shoujo translate into English is Hell Girl, and this show is about a cursed girl who goes out and kills people who have a grievance against them. I hated how one of the main things I disliked about season 2, but I disliked season 1 a heck of a lot more, was that I watched a different person subbing the 2nd season than who subbed the 1st season. So the word grievance was replaced with revenge, but I liked grievance better than revenge, but whatever. And so there's a website called the Hell Link. I forget the Japanese name for that, but in using the Hell Link, people who have a grievance against someone else will type that person's name, and the person's name that is typed in will go to hell, and they will be tortured before they go to hell by Hell Girl and her little minions there, which is... So I have an entire video planned for why I like season 2 better than season 1, but just, you have to watch the very last 6 episodes of season 1 to get some backstory for season 2. Otherwise, I would say just watch season 2. If you're fine without the backstory, then go ahead and watch season 2, but I highly recommend, if you don't like season 1, go to season 2. It is a lot better. But even the... rant over, as I said, the people who had the grievance against them get thrown into hell. However, the person who wrote the person's name in the Hell Link will also go to hell when they die. Whether that is 5 days after the person after the trespasser of the grievance, as best I can put it, has been gone to hell, or they could live another 80 years. In some cases, the person lived a happy and helpful life and got better because their bully was gone. Some people continue to be terrible, and they died right after. One thing I did not like about, well, I guess... can't remember if it was in season 1 or season 2. One guy who was kind of mean did get what he deserved after he used the Hell Link, but most of the time it was good people getting rid of bad people, which that formula is good, but you need something to spice it up. I would have loved for more villains to get revenge on nice people, which happened like once or twice, but not enough for it to be what I would like. But again, I would highly suggest watching season 2 if you don't want to watch season 1, or if you've seen season 1 you're like, nah, watch season 2. It's so much better and it's so much more emotional. Like, I think I cried at the end of season 2. I can't remember. Next is Shiki, and the episode count is 22. However, there are specials which I would highly recommend watching the specials in the order that I did. I think it was 20.5 and 21.5 that the specials were counted. So just watch them between episode 20 and 21. They're amazing and they add so much. If you don't watch the specials, then some things in the show won't make sense. So watch the specials in the in the canon order that they should go in, which I'm pretty sure it's episode 20, episode 20.5, episode 21, episode 21.5, and then episode 22. I think that's how it goes. I can't remember specifically, but again, I would highly recommend watching it in that order. The genre is supernatural, horror, and vampire. Now, if you are against a vampire anime, I would highly recommend watching this one because it is so different than what I thought a vampire anime would be. My anime list rating, which I feel is super low for how good this was, is 7.94, and my rating was a 9. I liked it that much. Now, before watching Shiki, I had never seen a vampire anime. I've seen supernatural and horror anime, but I've never seen a vampire anime, mostly because I'm kind of against the vampire genre in general, other than when it comes to books, and especially Twilight has ruined vampires for me. But this anime turns the vampire genre on its head. As you can see, the girl in the top corner, whose name I forget at this moment, but anyways, she's a very important character. This anime is kind of like Higurashi in the sense that it's a really bright, colorful anime until things get dark. Like, it's so almost lighthearted, and then just things take a turn for the worst. And some things that people were complaining about this anime was that it got away from the main characters. However, it focused on the one character, which is the girl in the top, and slowly spread out to her friends, and then to those friends' friends, and then to the entire community, and then suddenly it just snaps right back into the middle at the end. And I love how the anime just slowly went from this one character to spreading out. It was almost like a ripple effect, and then the ripple got just sucked back into the middle. This anime was amazing, and there's a good mixture of gore and suspense and creepiness. Like, I think it was episode 6 that had this really terrible creature just coming up from under the bed, and the joints were snapping all back into place as if, like, have you ever seen a marionette doll? It was like this person was being drawn out from under the bed like a marionette doll, and then just climbed on top of the person in the bed to kill them. And it was just, and watching that late at night, oh gosh, that was freaky, man. Just watch Shiki, and you will understand why the vampire genre needs more animes like this, and it's full of awesomeness. Again, if all you watch this Halloween is one thing, I would highly recommend that one thing be Shiki. It is amazing. And now we are on to what I will be watching this Halloween. Now, the 2 anime that I have, or technically 3, that I have previously stated I've seen before, and neither of them I've actually seen during the Halloween time, but the following 2 anime I will be watching during Halloween time once I finish Black Bullet, which I should finish later today. Anyways, so the first one, I've actually seen the first episode of this one and part of the second episode. I remember the exact day I stopped watching the second episode. It was the day I got my letter saying that I was accepted to the summer program that I wanted, and I just never got back to it. But anyways, I will be watching Ajin, and this is probably a rather infamous anime, and not because of the story or anything, because of the art style. It's done in the 3D kind of version, and a bunch of people are against it. However, when I first saw it, I was a little meh, but just, you kind of don't realize that it's in 3D because the story is so good. From what I know of Ajin, it's about these people. There's only 47 people in the world that have this unique ability where they don't die. The character in the bottom, the bottom picture is just after the main character got hit by a semi-truck, and he just, like, crawled out from under it. And they're kind of hunted and experimented on, and one of the videos that they show in the show is that just one of these Ajins is getting shot in the face just over and over again, and they're not dying, and they can feel it. I mean, it's not like, can homunculi feel when they got hurt? I can't remember. I know when they got burned it hurt, but I don't know. Greed got his head knocked off. They feel it. Anything that happens to them, they feel. But the episode count is 13. The genre is horror, supernatural, and action. The rating on my anime list is 7.73, and I haven't rated it because I've only seen one episode. I'm probably going to watch this towards the end of October because the next anime I watched the first season in October, and it was always my plan to come back to it in October. But I'm really curious to see how Ajin plays out. Now, I did see some screenshots when I was looking for pictures that are kind of spoiler, but I'm kind of hoping that the character that I saw that looks like she should have died as an Ajin, and so she doesn't die because spoilers, I really hate them. In the next anime, if you look up pictures of it, it's so much spoilers, which is why I did not type in Tokyo Ghoul Season 2. And so, again, all of these screenshots are from Season 1. But the episode count is 12, the genre is horror, supernatural, action, and psychological. My anime list rating is 7.48, and my rating is is not available. I think I rated the first season a 7, and I heard the second season wasn't as good, so I might rate it a 6, but Tokyo Ghoul from the first season of What I Know is about this kid named Kaneki who becomes like a half-breed ghoul, and in the second season I think he gets more ghoulish because at the end of the first one his hair turned white and he just became this stoic, silent, kind of indifferent character, and I can't wait to see how Kaneki has developed from this weak, scaredy cat kid, and how he's going to develop now that he has white hair and that he's just so different. I can't wait to see that. Also, I have a cosplay of Kaneki-kin with his white hair, so, there's that, and I have his mask, so whatever. I've also seen the first 5 minutes of this show, and I stopped watching it because the theme song was creepy. It just has the binge eater ghoul. I think that's what her code name was or something. Just squirming all around Kaneki, and it's weird, and the song is weird. I don't know. I guess since I watched it a month after I finished Season 1, I still wanted it to be like Season 1, but it wasn't, and it was weird, man. So I do have some semblance of where this thing is going to pick up off, and I'm just hoping it's not as weird as I remember, because it was really off-putting to watch that happen. So I am most likely going to watch this before I watch Ajin, simply because I've seen Season 1, and I want to know how it... Now... A friend has told me that it doesn't conclude in a good way, but I still want to see how it concludes. But whatever. And that's all for this video. This month I will be doing as much October themed stuff as possible because I love Halloween. It is my favorite holiday. And so that also means, as I stated before, not a lot of Italia stuff. However, as taking into account what one viewer requested, I think it was Gretchen who requested this, I'm not 100% sure, I'm too lazy to go back through my comments, was I should do something with the 2Ps. And I'm like, I can't do anything with them. All I know is how the fandom sees them and not how the canon sees it. And then I'm like, I can do this, and I can still do the 2Ps. So I do have a video for whoever requested the 2Ps. I do have a video in mind for that. And I also have a list coming out that I won't say the name of because I don't want it. I just don't want to say it. It's my list, my ideas. I keep it. Anyways, sorry, I'm coughing so much. But anyways, that is all for this video. Like and subscribe for more anime and otaku related content. Ciao, chicos!